I was tired with the world, so I wanted to come and live here to practice the Dharma. I used to have a wife, 6 children, buffaloes. All these I had to give up. I felt that coming to live here was more useful to myself and to others. As I experienced the teaching of the Buddha, so I can pass it on to others.
Discipline is a crucial part of the experience. The 227 rules which a monk has to observe are not ends in themselves, but stepping stones towards mental resolve. Shaving the head is a symbol of the renunciation of the world. This monk from London is one of several Western monks here.
The life is very simple, daily life is very simple. And if you look at the rules, they all seem very complicated, which seems a bit of a contradiction. But in actual fact, they two work together, because simplicity also involves always coming down into the moment which you're in. Which simplicity helps you do that. And then the complication of the rules helps you do that more, because you always have to be recollecting what you're doing.
The day's activities are regulated by a bell. Twice a month it calls them to confession. They recite to each other the categories of offence. The most serious, which includes sexual intercourse, are punished by expulsion. Lesser offences incur various penances. Of course, a monk is free to leave the order if he finds the discipline irksome.
A monk learns to challenge his moods. Our aim is to become aware of everything that passes through our minds, knowing the greed, hatred, delusion. We watch these feelings, but we don't cling to them and follow them. We just watch them come and go.
After the confession comes the patimokkha, the ritual recitation of the 227 rules. Occasional prompting is sometimes necessary.
Yang watsana tu imasamija utum hi sataja uposatha ekaja paurana imina pakhena eko uposatho sampatto pancaca uposatha ekaja paurana atikanta eko uposatho awasitho iti ewang saphehi ayasamantehi ewantang uposatha kamang imehi jatuhi lakhani isanghi tang patakalang namahoti katung yuturupang uposatha kamasa patakalang tawetitawa ithani kaliyamano uposatho sangkhena anumane tapom upakarana upacican samapitawani masani sinatati putang kata anumatiya patimo panguteti tunate kanang karomi upakadamakkarang karomase namo bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa namo
You can't control yourself in a way, you know. I mean, you try and you fail, but then you find out why you fail. That's the thing, and through that, then you get understanding, which enables you to work it. Let's put it like that. That's one way of saying it, talking about it, a certain way of looking at it.
So it's a question of becoming aware of feelings,
right, it's not
hatred,
running
lust,
away.
or whatever.
Right, I mean, you've got to look right at them, confront them all, and through that, then you can do it. But if you just push them away, I mean, that's happened. People have done that, and they've ended up going crazy, you know. Because we're not trying to be anybody special or anything. So these rules aren't leading us on to sainthood or something like that. It's not the idea. We're just looking at what we are, and we've got to get the muck out the way, and that's what they help us do.
But what does all this do for the laity? The monastery exerts a tremendous pull on the lay community, and they provide all the money for the buildings. This man used to be a village spirit priest, but now in response to Ácsán Cshā's teaching, he's turned his back on spirit beliefs, and he's now revered because he walks without fear through forests others believe are spirit-haunted. In Thailand, Buddhist practice is often blended with pre-Buddhist beliefs. Many villagers make offerings to guardian spirits, whose powers they're fearful of. But coming to the monastery, they leave all this behind. Ácsán Cshá tries to discourage all forms of superstition, which includes people asking him to divine winning lottery numbers. This man used to own a string of bars and nightclubs. He's been so impressed by Ácsán Cshá that he's abandoned all these in search of a more moral livelihood. Now he comes regularly to the monastery for advice, teaching, or to see if any work needs doing.
Meeting Ácsán Cshá has helped me to solve many problems which were causing me a lot of unhappiness, and which I wasn't able to solve myself. I come to the monastery in the same way that if I'm physically sick, I go to the hospital. If there is any illness in my mind, I come here to find a cure. Whenever I begin to feel suffering, I come here to Ácsán Cshá. He teaches me to come to terms with things and find a purpose in life. He explains to me about the nature of things, how suffering arises, and how to end it, according to the teachings of the Buddha.